Welcome to the CAD Office Training Guide series for FDOTConnect. I'm Matt Sexton, CAD Application Support Coordinator. Today I'll be going through the FDOTConnect CAD Essentials Training Guide. In this video series, I will take you step by step through each exercise in the training guide. Today we'll be going through Chapter 2, the FDOT Design Environment. Topics covered in this chapter include the FDOT Design Environment, the FDOT Ribbon, and FDOT Custom Tools. Unlike previous versions of the Bentley CAD software such as MicroStation's Select Series or Power Geopack, OPENROADS Designer makes use of a ribbon interface to access tools and applications. The ribbon, situated along the top of the application window, can be configured for different workflows by selecting different options from the Workflow Selection menu. FDOT has created a custom ribbon configuration located under the FDOT tab when the ribbon is set to the OPENROADS modeling workflow. The FDOT ribbon displays a number of custom tools and resources that are used in the FDOT workflow. To better understand the FDOTConnect and OPENROADS Designer environment, it is important to familiarize yourself with the location of various common toolbars and menus. Let's take a look. This is the Workflow menu. These are the different ribbon tabs. This is the ribbon search field. You can type in a search to locate tools that may not be immediately visible on the ribbon, if you know the name. This is, of course, the ribbon itself. You're looking at the FDOT ribbon. If we switch over to the Home ribbon, you'll see the Attributes dialog. You may be familiar with this from previous versions of MicroStation Power Geopack. This is the Feature Selection dialog, the Primary Tools, Selection Tools. These are your view groups down here at the bottom left. The view windows, 1 through 8. ACCUDRAW is docked here at the bottom. This is the status bar. We'll be going over that in detail shortly. So as I mentioned before, the OPENROADS ribbon can be set for different workflow configurations by selecting a workflow from the menu located at the top left corner of the application window. For the purpose of this course, we'll be focusing on the OPENROADS modeling workflow as it provides access to both the FDOT tab as well as the majority of the tools used in the FDOT modeling process. Additional workflows do include OPENROADS drawing production, survey, geotechnical, reality modeling, drawing, and drainage and utilities. On the Home ribbon, by selecting the Home tab, we have the Attributes. This group includes drop-down menus for setting the active element attributes, level, color, weight, line style. Selecting the attributes before using a drawing tool will cause the element to be drawn on the selected active level with the selected attributes. FDOT CAD standards use specific bi-level attributes for each level. The user needs only to select the desired level name, and the rest of the attributes will be automatically set by level. The primary group includes tools that were previously located on the primary toolbar in the Select series and earlier versions of MicroStation and Power Geopack. This includes Explorer, the attached tools such as References and Raster Manager, access to the Models dialog to allow you to navigate the models included in your DGN file, the References dialog, allowing you to manage the files that are referenced into your current DGN, Level Manager, which allows you to view the current levels that are attached to your DGN file, Level Display, which allows you to turn on and off levels, which affects the view of your DGN, the Properties dialog, and more tools, such as the Key in Browser, ACCUDRAW, and Saved Views. The FDOT ribbon is organized into different groups, such as Selection, Actions, Cell Applications, Roadway, Traffic Plans, Geotech, Quantities, Quality Assurance, Resources, and Help. Obviously, the Selection group includes your selection tools. The Actions group of the FDOT ribbon includes the Create File tool, Level Filter Settings, Linked Data Manager, and a Miscellaneous Tools split button. Create File was mentioned earlier in this training guide and is used for creating DGN files according to FDOT standards, with FDOT standard file names, seed files, and proper discipline folder placement. The Filters split button allows the user to toggle the level filters on and off, as well as toggle alignment annotations. Level filters off, level filters on. And here's the tick mark annotation filters. Link Data Manager is used for linking spreadsheets and text from external Excel and Word documents. This tool is part of the automated quantities process for populating summary boxes. The Miscellaneous Tools split button provides access to copy reference levels, cell splatter, delete element by length, label shapes with area ID and element ID, place professional of record, rotate text, select element by ID, and set coordinate system. The copy reference levels is used to copy elements from selected references based on level. This is part of the 2D design process. Delete element by length is used to delete short elements below a specified length. Additional options allow the deletion of elements by specific element type. Place Professional of Record places the Professional of Record or EOR information in the title block of a standard FDOT sheet border of standard sizes. Rotate Text allows the user to select and rotate text at a specific angle. Set Coordinate System sets the geographic coordinate system for the active DGN file. Typically, the geographic coordinate system is set at the time of file creation by the Create File tool. The Cell Applications group of the FDOT ribbon provides access to tools related to placing cells in OPENROADS Designer. Cells are pre-designed named groups of elements representing commonly placed items. Cells are stored in cell libraries delivered with the FDOT software. The Cell Libraries split button displays the Cell Libraries dialog populated by the selected FDOT cell library, such as Roadway, Traffic Control, Traffic Plans, including FTP, ITS, Lighting, MUTCD, Signing and Pavement Markings, Signal Poles and Signals, Right-of-Way, Structures, including 2D, 2D patterns and data tables, Survey, and Typical sections. Selecting any of these will open up the cell dialog and allow for cell selection and placement. The Cell Web Pages split button provides access to the FDOT cell web pages. The FDOT cell web pages allow for placement of cells by selecting a cell through a graphical interface in a web-type browser. For example, if we select Roadway, we can browse the Roadway cell library, select a cell, and it attaches to the cursor for placement. Cell Search is a custom FDOT tool used for searching cell libraries based on keyword. You can even select what libraries you'd like to search. The roadway group of the FDOT ribbon includes FDOT existing features tools and attached survey reference files tools. These tools are covered in the survey and existing features modeling training. The traffic plans group of the FDOT ribbon includes FDOT signs tool, the FDOT pavement marking tool, and FDOT traffic planning tool. These tools are covered in the FDOT traffic plans training. Report of core borings is used for generating the report of core boring sheet. This will be covered in upcoming geotechnical training. Quantity Takeoff Manager is FDOT's tool for automating quantities. This tool is covered in the FDOT Automated Quantities Workflow Training Guide. The Quality Assurance group of the FDOT ribbon includes the FDOT QC tools. These tools are used to ensure compliance with FDOT CADD standards. QC Quick launches the QC Quick tool, which returns a percentage of compliancy for the active file. If the file is below 100% compliant, QC Quick will display a dialog allowing the user to navigate non-compliant elements and correct their level or symbology to meet compliance. QC Project runs a batch QC process on a project or work set and generates a QC project report, which is used by Project Validator to validate the compliancy of the project. QC Stop turns off the automatic QC process that runs each time a file is closed in FDOTConnect. After selecting QC Stop, the QC tool will not run for the current session. Closing FDOTConnect and relaunching will reactivate QC. The Resources group of the FDOT ribbon provides the user with access to many useful resources, both locally and online. The Explore Directory Split button, seen in the previous chapter, provides access to the current workset folder and the FDOTConnect folder. Selecting either of these options will open the respective folder in a Windows File Explorer window. There's our current workset. And the FDOTConnect folder. Notice that I do have a standalone workstation installation. If this was a client-server installation, this would open the server folder. FDOT Links consists of links to useful FDOT resources on the FDOT website, including the CAD manual, Design Manual, FDM, and other useful pages. Web Links provides access to useful transportation-related information outside of FDOT, such as AASHTO, the Manual for Uniform Traffic Control Devices, SHSM, and ADA. The Help group on the FDOT ribbon provides access to CAD support and other troubleshooting resources. The CAD Support Split button includes links to email the FDOT CAD office for CAD support. This email goes to a number of support specialists in the CAD office who can assist you with your CAD-related inquiries. There's also a link for CAD GoToMeeting, which takes you directly to a website where you can enter a GoToMeeting ID number to connect with one of our CAD support specialists. Once you contact one of the CAD support specialists, they can provide you with an ID number to connect. There's also a link to the CAD website and a link to request CAD support, which takes you directly to our web-based CAD support portal where you can log a ticket to request support. Workspace Doctor is a tool developed by FDOT that can help resolve some CAD-related issues that are caused by corruption of temporary user data, configurations, and preference files. If you're experiencing unexpected performance issues in OPENROADS Designer, Workspace Doctor may be able to resolve the issue. Note that Workspace Doctor can also be launched from the shortcut in the FDOTConnect desktop folder. The Workspace Doctor dialog displays different options you can select, such as Clear Crash, which closes any open instances of Connect Edition applications like MicroStation Connect Edition, OPENROADS Designer, or OpenBridge Modeler. You can also choose to have Workspace Doctor close Excel, which sometimes gets stuck in the background when there's a problem with Linked Data Manager. The remaining three options on the dialog are concerned with user-level settings and temporary data. Clearing these files out can help to resolve some issues caused by file corruption. Below the selection options, the values for the system environment variables for FDOT organization and FDOT worksets are listed. Selecting the ellipsis buttons to the left of these values will open these locations in Windows File Explorer. To the left of the Run button, there is an ellipsis button to access a dialog displaying the versions of Connect Edition applications that you have installed and give access to the configuration files for these applications. You can see that I have MicroStation Connect Edition, ORD, and OBM loaded. I do not have OBD loaded. These are the versions that I have installed currently. If I select one of these buttons, it opens up the configuration file. In this configuration file, you see the custom configuration location is located locally, which means that I have a standalone workstation installation of FDOTConnect. Finally, the About button on the far right of the FDOT ribbon displays the contents of the version text file, which is stored at the root of the FDOTConnect installation folder. This text lists the current installed versions of FDOTConnect, the release data, and the versions of the software that this release was certified for use with. The versions that are displayed in this dialog are the certified versions, and this dialog does not necessarily reflect the versions that are currently installed on the machine in question, as were displayed in Workspace Doctor. Finally, above the FDOT ribbon on the far right of the application window is a search field. This search field can be used to search for tools included in the OPENROADS Designer application if they are not immediately accessible from the current ribbon configuration. This can be very useful for users who know the name of a tool that they need, but do not know where it is located within the application. OPENROADS Designer Help and Support. To access OPENROADS Designer Help, select File from the top left corner of the OPENROADS Designer application window. The Backstage appears. Locate the Help link towards the bottom left of the screen. This launches the OPENROADS Designer Help screen, which provides access to the help contents, Connect Advisor, the Bentley Institute, Bentley Communities, product support, and other options. Let's look at Connect Advisor. Connect Advisor can be accessed through this help screen. Connect Advisor can also be accessed through the search field. Connect Advisor provides searchable help, access to recent online information from Bentley, links to Bentley Learn, and training videos on YouTube, as well as contextual help that allows the user to find help with whatever tool they are currently using. For more information, please see the FDOT Office training on Bentley Connect Advisor. The View application window is the area where the design elements are displayed. OPENROADS Designer allows a maximum of 8 view windows to be open at any time. The arrangement of the view windows can be customized within the application. Each view window has its own view controls to view attributes, update view, zoom in, window area, fit, rotate, pan, view previous and next, copy, display mode, clip volume, and mask. By default, these are located at the top left of the OPENROADS Designer view window right here. We'll talk more about these in the next chapter. Located at the bottom left are the view groups. A view group is a named collection of 8 view windows which allows for the setup of the desktop to display preferences including number of open view windows, window size, and window orientation. Each view group is associated with a model, making it easy to access and navigate through different models in the ActiveDGN file. By default, this is docked at the bottom left. Also docked at the bottom of the screen are the ACCUDRAW tool settings. This is a tool that's used to facilitate data point entry. The status bar is located across the bottom of the screen layout and provides prompts, context-sensitive assistance, and some interactive functionality, which are described next. The label for the status will be displayed by hovering the cursor over any box. The user may customize the status bar by right-clicking on it to open a checklist of options to check on and off for display. Along the status bar is the Selected Tool prompt, which gives you a prompt for how to use the selected tool. Currently, I have the Element Selection tool selected, so the prompt is identify an element to add to set. If I switch to another tool, such as the Place Line tool, the prompt changes. It indicates that the Place Line tool is active and tells me to identify the start of a line. And now it says identify the end of the line. Another important item on the status bar is the Message Center. The Message Center shows system message information. Clicking the Message Center portion of the status bar opens the Message Center window. This window contains a running log of system messages and any further description about the message, if applicable. Snap Mode shows the type of snap selected with the associated icon. Clicking the Snap Mode field displays the available snap modes. Active Locks provides access to the lock submenus. It does not indicate status information. Active Level indicates the active level setting. Clicking the Active Level field opens the Level Manager dialog, which is used to control level display and level symbology for the OpenDGN file and attached references. Thank you for joining me today for FDOT CAD Essentials, Chapter 2, the FDOT Design Environment.